Did you know that nearly all chronic diseases we commonly face today, such as heart disease, diabetes, arthritis, and even depression, have one thing in common? That common factor is inflammation. Inflammation is often referred to as the silent killer because it slowly damages the body without showing clear symptoms at first. This damage can go on for years, eventually developing into serious illnesses. What's surprising is that reducing this inflammation doesn't always begin with medications or expensive treatments. Instead, it starts in a part of the body that many people often overlook: the gut.
The gut is not just where digestion happens, it plays a much bigger role in overall health than most people realize. In fact, you can think of the gut as the control center for your entire body. Within it live trillions of microorganisms, primarily bacteria, that form a complex community called the microbiome.
Picture this microbiome as a bustling metropolis. Good bacteria act like responsible citizens who keep the system running efficiently. Bad bacteria are like troublemakers who create disorder when left unchecked. Around 70% of your immune system actually resides in the gut. This means that when the gut environment is balanced and healthy, your body is much better equipped to defend itself. But if this balance is disrupted, inflammation can spread throughout the body and become a major health threat.
When the gut functions well, it produces powerful natural compounds called short-chain fatty acids, or SCFAs, such as butyrate, acetate, and propionate. These compounds act like natural firefighters, traveling through your body to calm inflammation. They also help strengthen the protective barrier of the gut and assist in repairing damaged tissues. However, many people today unknowingly live with an imbalanced gut microbiome. The causes can range from eating too much processed food, experiencing chronic stress, lack of sleep, to overusing antibiotics. In this unbalanced state, harmful bacteria begin to multiply. The gut's protective lining becomes compromised, allowing toxins and undigested food particles to pass into the bloodstream. This condition is known as leaky gut, which triggers an immune response and leads to chronic inflammation throughout the body. The early symptoms of this condition are often subtle but impactful: unexplained fatigue, difficulty focusing, joint pain, and digestive issues like bloating or constipation. Left untreated, this chronic inflammation becomes a root cause of many serious diseases. Let's imagine two different individuals. One person eats a diet full of fruits, vegetables, high-fiber foods, and regularly includes fermented foods like yogurt or kimchi. The other person consumes fast food regularly, eats excessive sugar, and rarely eats fresh produce or fermented products. The first person's gut is like a well-maintained garden, full of vibrant flowers and helpful insects. The second person's gut is more like a neglected yard, overrun with weeds and pests. Which garden do you think is better equipped to recover from stress or fight off disease? Of course, it's the one that is cared for consistently. And just like that garden, your gut thrives when you treat it well. The good news is, you don't need to make drastic changes. You can restore your gut health with small daily choices. The first step is to increase your intake of prebiotic-rich foods, which serve as fertilizer for the good bacteria. Examples of prebiotics include bananas, garlic, onions, oats, apples, and asparagus. These foods help healthy bacteria grow and produce the inflammation-fighting compounds your body needs.
Next, try incorporating fermented foods into your diet, as they are naturally rich in probiotics, live beneficial bacteria. Examples include plain yogurt, kefir, kimchi, tempeh, and sauerkraut. Regularly eating fermented foods is like recruiting extra help to keep the gut in balance. On the flip side, there are certain foods that should be reduced or eliminated because they feed harmful bacteria and worsen inflammation. The biggest culprits are added sugars, processed foods,
Trans fats, fast food. Sugar, for instance, acts like junk food for the bad guys in your gut. The more sugar you eat, the more fuel you give to these troublemakers to multiply and create chaos. Beyond diet, lifestyle factors such as chronic stress play a major role in gut health. When someone is under constant stress, their body produces high levels of the hormone cortisol. Excess cortisol disrupts the microbiome, reduces beneficial bacteria, and weakens the immune system. That's why managing stress is just as important as choosing the right foods. You can manage stress through meditation or prayer, light exercise like walking, quality sleep, positive social interactions.
Don't forget the importance of staying hydrated. Water is essential for smooth digestion, keeping the intestines lubricated and helping remove waste from the body. Drinking enough water each day is a simple yet powerful habit to support your gut and immune system. Now, let's return to short-chain fatty acids, especially butyrate, which is considered the superstar of gut health. Butyrate not only reduces inflammation, but also helps reinforce the gut barrier, preventing toxins from leaking into your bloodstream. Think of it as rebuilding the protective walls of your city to keep invaders out. When the gut lining is strong, your immune system doesn't have to be constantly on alert. But if the lining is compromised, unwanted particles pass through, triggering a full-body immune response and leading to more inflammation. This explains why gut health is closely connected to not just digestion, but also brain function, mood, skin health, and energy levels. Scientific studies have shown that people who consume a high-fiber diet rich in fermented foods not only show lower inflammation levels, but also experience better mental clarity, improved mood, and glowing skin. There are countless real-life stories of individuals who have experienced dramatic improvements simply by focusing on their gut, regaining energy, clearer thinking, and relief from chronic pain, all by making thoughtful changes in their meals. Healing doesn't always require a prescription. In many cases, the body begins to repair itself once you provide the right conditions to thrive. If you're ready to begin that transformation, start with small, practical steps. Here are a few ideas. Add 1 serving of fiber-rich food to your breakfast. Include a spoonful of sauerkraut or a few bites of kimchi with lunch. Gradually cut back on sugary snacks and replace them with whole fruits. Drink more water throughout the day. Prioritize 7 to 8 hours of sleep each night. Take 10 minutes daily to relax your mind and breathe deeply. Try doing one of these things each day for a week. Observe how you feel. Notice whether your energy improves, your digestion becomes smoother, or your mood shifts in a positive direction. Every small, healthy decision you make is a building block in the foundation of your long-term wellness. Over time, these simple habits compound into powerful changes. Your body has an incredible ability to recover as long as you give it the right kind of support. And that support begins in the gut.